Hi, I'm Rob Kret, the director of the George O'Keeffe Museum, and it's my pleasure to welcome you today. I also want to just say thank you for taking the time to spend part of your day with us. The museum was founded in 1997 and opened to the public with less than 100 works of art in the collection at that time. And as you go through the galleries today, you can probably see a little bit more than 100 works that are just a portion of our collection. In addition to the collection here in the galleries, there are a number of other things that make up the George O'Keeffe Museum. Basically, the museum is about George O'Keeffe's work and her life. And what we do is we show that to the public with the library and archive, with the research center. We have historic properties in Abiquiu and at Ghost Ranch. We have an array of public education programs, and we also have cutting-edge conservation activities at the museum. So there's a lot more to the museum than meets the eye. Well, when I think about what this place is all about, it's about George O'Keeffe, her artwork, and her life. And I think that when you boil it down, it's really about a great American artist and a great American story. Well, the Research Center is really a wonderful asset of the George O'Keeffe Museum. The Research Center opened in 2001, and it's really dedicated to a library and archive that's housed at the Research Center, and it's used by scholars, it's used by staff, and it's also used by fellows. The museum sponsors 4 to 6 fellows throughout the year, and these are usually pre- and postdoc fellows that spend time doing research about George O'Keeffe or American modernism. What makes the George O'Keeffe Museum different than a George O'Keeffe exhibition someplace else is that visitors in Santa Fe have the opportunity not only to see the artwork in the galleries, but they can actually get into the New Mexico landscape. And for me, that was one of the memorable moments when I first came to New Mexico, actually getting out to the landscape where O'Keeffe painted. And the memory that really sits with me is being out in the quiet and understanding how the landscape of New Mexico has been inspiring to artists for decades, and certainly inspiring for George O'Keeffe as well. In addition to O'Keeffe's paintings and her fine art, we also have O'Keeffe's personal property. We have over 15,000 objects of O'Keeffe's personal property that includes paintbrushes and oils and pastels, her Ferragamo shoes, as well as her clothing and a number of household implements. So visitors actually, by going to the home and studio in Abiquiu, have the chance to see the area that was once the artist's studio, the vistas from those windows, as well as to see personal effects and see how she lived. One of the ways that you can help us to achieve our mission of preserving and advancing George O'Keeffe's artistic legacy is to become a member. Before you leave the museum, make sure you stop by the Visitor Services desk and ask one of the staff about the many membership options. There's even one that'll help you to get access to over 650 museums across the country.